Hi everyone, welcome back. As you know, I am no longer in Los Angeles.
Oh my gosh.
You're moving?
Why?
Let me tell you.
Funny story, actually.
I have a list because
It might have seemed like I made this move pretty drastically really quickly, but I thought about it for a really long time.
I made a list of all of the pros and cons. I had to use a second page for the cons list, and the other short side is the pros. So I'm gonna go over these with you for anyone who's thinking about moving to California, Los Angeles specifically, and then I'll tell you why I decided to leave it behind forever, at least for now.
I don't want this to be a video where I'm just totally dragging all of Los Angeles because it actually really was a really great place to live.
Pre-COVID, I had this hope that it would go back to the way that it was,
And it never really came back.
how could it? It was an irreversible change for the world. Let's start with the pros. Good news first, right? Charmly in Malibu. Good food, fun events, creative friends, good weather, sequoias, Yosemite National Park, the Huntington Library, Franklin Canyon, really fun expos for healthy foods. That was it. Now let me read you the cons. Homeless fires, violence, traffic, accidents, the cost of living, no community, no laws are upheld, LA sanitation, the rats inside my car, water pressure, or lack thereof, high taxes, it's overcrowded, the 2028 Olympics, LAX, Uber drivers, weirdos everywhere, no husbands, aka Peter Pan syndrome. We'll come back to that. Living in a big city is hard. No parking ever. Lots and lots of people. Air quality, lack thereof, pollution, overregulation, a home. Most people don't have one. Earthquakes, fires, Santa Ana winds, no peace, no dishwasher, lots of really slutty people. The atmospheric rivers, the ceiling leaking, the roof leaking, Santa Ana winds again. Page 2. Poor healthcare, black mold, high cortisol, poor leadership, potholes. Don't even get me started on the potholes. Noise pollution, the freeway, 2 a.m. helicopters, and selfish holes. So it ended with that one. But it really comes down to 3 things. The first one was my safety. During COVID, Los Angeles lost a lot of its police force, so a lot of crime would go unpunished. A lot of people were just running rampant and doing whatever the heck they wanted, and you could feel it, and there were 0 consequences for your actions when it comes to committing crimes in LA, and it's still that way. I can't tell you the amount of times I called 911 to report a massive fire outside of my house, and I would be put on hold for 15 minutes. And then eventually someone might show up. It just got to be really scary. And also someone tried to break into my house while I was home. I called the cops and no one ever came. They don't have the resources or the time or the people to respond to calls. Unless someone is dead or dying, they're probably not coming. It became even more apparent in the most recent events. It actually gives me goosebumps to talk about it because I had never felt so unsafe in my entire life. I realized it was the place I was living and the people that were in charge that were making it that way. I had to find somewhere that was safer. My second reason is for my health. I did live very close to a freeway and there was a lot of black soot on my windowsills very regularly. I also lived in a building that was built in 1921. It was over 100 years old. We had constant leaking problems. There was probably mold. I love my landlord. Don't get me wrong, he was a wonderful man, but the environment that I was living in by living in a big city was taking a toll on my health. I recently found out about my autoimmune condition. It was just like, now that I know that there's something going on with me, I can't continue to live in an environment that is not healthy for me. And also just mentally, it is so incredibly stressful. It's hard to stay calm in everyday activities, going to the grocery store, driving in your car. Like, there's so much stimuli and usually it's negative. So that was also a big reason for leaving. The third and most important reason I left was my happiness. Because I had been in the entertainment industry for 15 years, just wasn't the same anymore. And if you're in it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It became really hard to stay in a place that you can kind of sense is not doing so well, not so great. Now you can make films and television anywhere. It just didn't feel right for me anymore. I think you can try to ignore that for a certain amount of time, but there's just no denying how you feel. If you're feeling like it's time to go from wherever you are, I really, really, really recommend that you explore why you're feeling that way. Make yourself a list of pros and cons. Your decision will make itself. If it was anything like it was for me, the list was very apparent. I'm here now. I'm just getting settled. I'm so happy here. I can't recommend it enough. If you're unhappy, the best thing that you can do is ask yourself some serious questions and make the move, because you deserve it. You deserve to be happy and healthy and safe. Until next time.
Right, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another episode.
And stay tuned, because I will tell you where I moved to very, very soon. And it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're gonna have so much fun here. I can't wait to share it with you. Okay, bye, for real.